This is Tony Stark's workshop, and this is Tony Stark himself. Although I will say, he's a little bit worse for wear. He, I think was left out in the sun for a bit too long, and his plastic is super brittle.
Oh, hell no!
He is official Lego, but I got him from a random eBay lot, and, yeah, he's falling apart. Let's just, go ahead and, give him his chest back. There you go. Now you're looking smart there, Tony. But I think Tony better get to work inside his workshop here. We can go ahead and, clone our boy, and now he is in his streetwear, baby. We can go ahead and give him some of our BrickTactical.com custom molded tools.
Use code DAILY on checkout.
So that way our boy Tony here can build some new armors. That is exactly what we're going to be doing in today's video, is building all of the Iron Man armors I could find, both real and some I found on AliExpress. If you guys do enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned till later, because we'll be having a giveaway, baby. Now let's go. I think first off, we'd better go back to the classics and rebuild Iron Man's original armor here. At least semi-original armor, and you'll know what I mean by that later on. As you can see, he's still got the circular heart keeping him alive right there, not the triangle one that comes later on, although they like surgically removed it or whatever. I don't know, they just need that to not be a problem anymore, I guess.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But yeah, there's nothing too exciting about this boy. He is just standard old school Iron Man. He does have the flip up head, which is cool, but meh, that's about it. And you know what? I called this one the original Iron Man. He ain't the original Iron Man. This is the original Iron Man, baby. Tony Stark built this in a cave. Or however the quote goes, I can't remember. But this is actually fake, but maybe one of the coolest LEGO minifigure armor sets I have ever seen in my life. It's the, I guess technically Mark I armor that he built in a cave. And you can see that the head flips on up there. You've got a young Robert Downey Jr. all scuffed up from, you know, being exploded by a missile. It also comes with the little flamethrower that you can equip to his hand right there.
That's awesome.
And there's a bunch of markings on it, which are, I believe, like you can see on the back right there, it says Stark Industries, and it's because he took the parts from old Stark missiles and weapons and things like that to create this. And you can see it's so highly detailed back there, dude. I don't know if it's like movie accurate necessarily, but it looks super well detailed. This is honestly one of my favorite things I've ever seen. And also, you've got the sort of OG extreme fire going on here that you can use for his jump pack. Not nearly as clean as it would get in later iterations of the Iron Man suit, but still looks pretty fire. They also sell, what's kind of interesting, is a clear version of this, which is odd because the helmet's also clear, so it's got two sides to his face just visible through the helmet there. But everything else is the exact same, except it's just resined with clear plastic instead. And even the fire is clear, so I don't know. And it also comes with the clear jetpack fire as well. So yeah, I highly recommend checking these out. I think it's a pretty sick addition to a collection, and for only $1 or $2, they're really high quality. Really nice. Very nice. Let's go ahead and we'll set them back there, but we'll take their flames away so they don't burn the whole place down. We don't have the little robot hand thing to extinguish it. It's hard to get them to fit into studs though, because they have such big cloppy feet. All right, there we go. Now we have the OG Iron Man here now. But what about futuristic Iron Man? That's where this boy comes into play. Yes, sir. Endgame Iron Man.
Cool.
This boy here comes with sort of like a vibro sword almost from Star Wars, I would say, as well as the shield. Now, this is the suit that, you know, really was the final iteration of the Iron Man nanotechnology, I guess you'd call it. I think that's what it's called officially, but I can't remember exactly. It just was kind of my least favorite part of newer Iron Man was all the nanotechnology. Like the suit up phases used to look so cool. I know this is a very common complaint, but with nanotechnology, it just looked kind of crappy. I also think these kind of suits, there's something almost bland about how sci-fi they are.
You what?
The very OG Iron Man suits, they were like military tech, you know? Sheets of metal, not really realistic, but semi-realistic, you know? Not that it would work, but like within the realm of imagination. And then it got just too sci-fi for me. So, not my favorite, but still a good looking fig. We also have a fake variant here, which is the same thing as the Endgame guy, but way worse. I mean, look, instead of giving him the actual, you know, things, they're built up and they look kind of terrible. Visor does come up. He's got a vibro sword, which is now gone, and a little pulse cannon thing is a much worse version. Okay. But then what is pretty awesome is actually an Iron Man villain. This is, you know, among the same realm as Iron Man. I do not remember the villain's name in the slightest, but it's the guy who goes onto the NASCAR racetrack and like absolutely starts swinging these whips around, baby. And his visor does pull up so you can see. Wait, does it? It should. Oh yeah, it does. It's just hard to do. Yeah, this guy. Yay! I believe it's from Iron Man 2, which was not nearly as good as Iron Man 1, but that's okay. Iron Man 3, by the way, is so slept on. That movie is great. I don't know why people don't like it so much.
What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2, all of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel.
This one, the whips actually go in his wrists there, which is pretty darn cool. It's a super detailed minifig. I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. And then we have the worst version. So we actually have two of these guys. And the worst version, it's not bad looking, but it's obviously not nearly as good. You just got blue chains instead of the actual whips, and then not really actual armor. You instead have like LEGO Knight armor on him and stuff like that. The visor also does not pull up on this guy. Yeah, the left is just 10,000 times better than the right side. In my opinion, that's just my opinion, but it's a correct opinion. This next one is one of my all-times. This is a minifig that I feel is still super undervalued. It is the Venom Iron Man minifig. Just incredible. LEGO came out with this a while ago, and I mean, it's so goated, man. And it's only like $10 fig, I think, or something like that. There's so many other stupider figs that go for so much more from the same era, and this one, oh, seriously, snag it while you still can, because it is goated. It's goated with the sauce. Now, obviously, his body is getting taken over by Venom with this fella, but then you've got half dead Iron Man here. What? Yeah, my boy's half skeletonized in this one, which is really cool, honestly, looking. Well, not cool that he's dying, but still. He's this is a pretty radical one. Does his head have? This is a fake. Is there? No, that's a missed opportunity to put a, you know, half dead Tony Stark underneath as well, but that's okay. Really, really well detailed fake half dead Iron Man. Looks amazing. And then of course we have a dying Iron Man here from Endgame, where he's like super beat up. He's dying. He's almost out of here. His armor's all beat to crud and his face is all bloated. But he's still kicking it somehow, and he'll, you know, snap Thanos out of existence. The Thanos. And finally, save the best for last. Just kidding. Not really the best. I don't really know what this is. This is potentially a War Machine and not an Iron Man. I'm really curious about your guys' input, because it doesn't quite look like War Machine, and it also doesn't quite look like an Iron Man to me, but it came in the lot of Iron Man I bought, so yeah, I am really unclear on this one. So if you guys let me know in the comment section below. But we're going to be giving this boy away to you guys. For this video, all you gotta do is hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below your favorite Marvel superhero. Either way, why don't we go ahead and check out some more LEGO superheroes. This is Nicholas Fury. Sorry, Fury. Nicholas Fury is his brother, who is into some, let's just say, interesting stuff.
Oh, hell no!
But much like his brother, Fury, god dang it, is having a bit of an identity crisis. So, he's hiding out at the North Pole. You see, Fury here, well, his entire organization, S.H.I.E.L.D., is in shambles. A tremendous portion of his agents are dead. And Captain America, the very symbol of S.H.I.E.L.D's success, well, he got old, basically. Bro got more gray hairs than, well, I don't know what has a lot of gray hairs, than a gray-haired old man, which he is one, because he's old.
Got him! Got him!
But at least bro got to live the life he was supposed to live with Peggy Carter. But that doesn't matter! Fury is having an identity crisis without Captain America. There needs to be a new Captain America. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Replacing Steve Rogers here with a new face of America. At the end of this video, there will be a giveaway. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and watch till the end. Now, I bought all these fake Captain Americas, and a lot of them are pretty goofy. So I figured today we'll visit the multiverse of Captain America in honor of Captain America: A Brave New World coming out. Why don't we start with basically what Marvel is trying to get us into, which is Falcon and the Winter Soldier America. Let's begin. So here is Bucky Barnes, baby, the Winter Soldier. And here is Sam, the Falcon, however, in his new Captain America uniform. Now, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was actually a pretty decent show. I enjoyed it, and there was another Captain America in that show. That would be this dude, the fake America, who just honestly kind of sucked.
My name is Jeff.
Bro did not have it going on, so he's out of the picture. Our boy Falcon gets the shield again. Now, as of recording this, the new Captain America movie has not come out, but we do have our boy the Red Hulk here, baby! Look at this dude! And I'm really excited to see Harrison Ford in a Marvel movie and proceed to get grumpy whenever he's asked about it in the years to come. And I'm somewhat excited about the way they're taking Captain America for the future. I just hope they don't overdo the whole, like, am I good enough to be Steve Rogers? Like, do that in the first movie, and then after that, drop that plot line, he's Captain America, period. It'd get old soon. But Captain America, the symbol of hope. Well, things could have gone very differently. Oh, I'm sorry, Bucky. What if during World War II, Captain America had not joined the Allied powers? Let's say instead of sticking with the red, white, and blue, he ended up on the other side of things.
Are we the baddies?
And somehow joined Hydra. That's right, we've got Hydra America here. Honestly, a pretty fresh looking uniform, looks sick, very detailed. But you know, if he's a member of Hydra, he's gonna be working with the German army, so he's gonna need some German cronies, some henchmen, if you will. So I've got a couple Panzer Grenadiers we can give him here, and we have a Kar 98K, dual molded, so steel on wood for that thing, and every good villain needs 2 henchmen, and we'll give this boy an STG-44. Again, nice and dual molded there. And on top of that, Hydra America, instead of his usual M1911 pistol, we'll go ahead and give him a nice Luger. Yeah, I will say this is probably the evil variant of Captain America that we've got here, but he's not the only one, because we also have a second Hydra America.
Yeah, baby.
So unlike the sort of Red Skull variant of Captain America here, we have the green Hydra variant over here. A very different look, to be honest. Personally, I prefer the Red Skull variant, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And the green Hydra America here, I think, needs to be just a touch more war crimey, you know? More interested in mass destruction, I guess you could say. So he enters his secret laboratory and cooks up some weapons of mass destruction. Yes, sir. Now, first of all, he needs his henchmen, and I kind of want to go for like more of a 1980s henchman. So this is a Soviet hazmat suit unit. We'll also go ahead and give him a nice little AK-47. This is actually one of those cool AK-47s where the magazine comes undone. Really great for stop motions and things like that. So this Hydra America is more along the lines of secret world domination post-World War II. And of course, in a post-World War II world, everyone's attention is going to be on the atomic bomb.
I'm in danger.
So we've got a nice little mini nuke here that Hydra America has cooked up and is ready to unleash upon the world. Very nice. Love to see. Now this is all fine and good. Well, not really, it's an atomic bomb, but in terms of Captain America variants, it's pretty cool. We've got, you know, World War II evil Captain America. We've got Cold War evil Captain America. What if we brought Captain America into the modern age? That's where Spec Ops America, or what will soon be Spec Ops America once the CIA here has their way with him. So, this is the Avengers uniform, Captain America, right here. But we are, of course, in the armory, where we can equip our boy with some fire weapons. So let's go ahead and get it. Oh, I decapitated him. God dang it, come on.
What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2, all of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel.
So first of all, I would like to give our boy here nice little bandito mask. On top of that, actually, we will replace his head with a very cool Call of Duty Ghost skull mask right there. And to round it off, let's go ahead and give him a nice pod helmet. Boy is already looking pretty fire right there, I gotta say. On top of that, we've also got a nice tactical vest right here. You can see it's got a pistol in it and some magazine clips. Can go ahead and slap that on his uniform right there. Of course, we got the black and white Spec Ops shield, which just fits perfectly with our boy. Good, but now he needs a gun. And we're gonna go to the top of the armory right over here and pluck this from its resting place. This is a really cool weapon because not only does each piece of this thing actually come off so you can mix and match it, it's one of those bad Larrys, which is really cool, but also we got the dual magazine on these boys. So this actually has some little pins in them, so you can either equip it to tactical vests or you can equip them together to make a quick reload magazine, so you can kind of, you know, reload it and then very quickly spin it around and reload it the other way, or this way. There we go. So you've got your quick reload magazine right there on this thing. It's very cool. Go ahead and give it to our bad Larry here. And Spec Ops America is ready, but of course we're going to give him a CIA handler to make sure he doesn't go rogue or anything like that. That's always a risk. Now, this is the underworld of America, an intelligence agency which, you know, is responsible for some war crimes and such.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But what we'd really like is for Spec Ops America to also have a bit more of a public persona. And that's where this bad Larry is going to come into play. This guy will become Modern America.
Upgrades, people, upgrades. That's how we make the dough.
So yeah, I mean, he's already pretty cool looking. He's got a nice little tactical vest there. He's got sort of like an Age of I am so sorry. Age of Ultron style shield, I'd say. I don't know. But I kind of want to make him into more of like a modern army soldier. First and foremost, we're gonna swap out his tactical belt. I do like Captain America with the tactical belt, but that one just won't cut it. So instead, let's give him one of these Brick Raids ones. I love these things. They're awesome. They have a nice little Glock in the side there with an extended mag and red dot, extra pistol magazines, and in the back a nice little pouch and some more ammo capacity areas. All right, already looking cooler, but let's go ahead and rip the head off, brother. They're nice. And on top of that, we're gonna go ahead and slide on another Brick Raids uniform here. And what I think is kind of nice about these is they have enough space between them to still show his uniform beneath, but also make it clear that, you know, he's modern America. And then we'll actually replace his head with a custom bricktactical.com head right there. And we'll go ahead and slap on a nice little helmet that has these plastic goggle covers on them, which just looks really nice. This guy's got a really loose torso. It keeps coming off. Ah! Yeah, this is a very cheap custom. Some of the other ones were very nice, high quality, but this one sucks. Not all fakes come equal. No, now the goggles keep falling off. God dang it. Dang it, Bobby. Okay, there we go. Now, to finish him off, we got to give him a detailed gun, I think. So let's go ahead and equip him with a Brick Mania M4A1 hybrid sight assault rifle with foregrip, silencer, and laser sight. Modern America in the house, baby. Okay, my boy's looking fire. I don't know. This one or Spec Ops America might be my favorite, but we've gone far into the future. I think we'd better go into the past now. Let's go back to medieval times. It's time for Deus Vult America to be born, baby. So we've got a Crusader Knight right here. Let's go ahead, slap on a nice little Captain America head right there. We're also going to give him the Captain America helmet this time, and the reason being, he doesn't have his usual uniform to go with it, so it makes more sense for him to have the helmet to distinguish him actually as Captain America in medieval times. On top of that, we do have a Captain America shield, but it's for a Hospitaller Knight, so it doesn't quite match the uniform we've got going for him. He could represent all of the Crusader armies with a multitude of things.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
And then we could give him like an additional flag, so he's really like representing all of the different Crusader armies at once. I mean, there's still many more, but still. But then let's go ahead and just take that off. We could also give him just a standard round Viking style shield. It's a little boring. And the other option is to give him a Captain America shield. I think we're gonna go with that option because the other options kind of suck, in my honest opinion. And then we could give him a massive long sword. Nah, it's a little too big. I feel like Captain America prefers to use agility in his combat style, so a bit smaller of a sword would definitely make a bit more sense. This is awesome. Jerusalem, America. I don't know. Now, we've done a lot of our own customs, but there's also some more of these fakes that I want to build. So let's go ahead and get these all built and check out what the AliExpress market has to offer. Now, by the way, apparently USPS is not shipping AliExpress stuff anymore. I had a huge order of AliExpress fake Legos because, you know, on this channel we like to review a lot of fakes and customs. I don't know if that's gonna get delivered anymore. I guess we'll find out, but I still got some more here that we can build, so let's go ahead and get it built. Okay, now the reason we're doing these fellas last is because I might need some help with them. Primarily this boy here, who, in all honesty, looks extremely familiar to me. He came with a sword as well as this compound bow right here. Is it Hawkeye, Captain America? At first, I thought it might be from the Winter Soldier when Bucky Barnes is sort of like being the Winter Soldier, but no one knows he's the Winter Soldier yet. But I don't know if that fully makes sense, so let me know in the comments who this is. And the reason I don't think it was that is because we also have a Bucky Barnes America. This is not the Winter Soldier version. This is, you know, a multiverses version where we have Bucky Barnes as Captain America. Looks really cool. I like it a lot. More of an Ant-Man mask. It's not my favorite mask, but still a nice Captain America. Then right here, we have Iron Man America, which not really. It's sort of that scene where you've got the shield being built and worked on. Yeah. that it's not really supposed to be Iron Man America, but I built him because, yes, it comes with that cool prototype shield type beat, but also we have this guy. Now, this was labeled on AliExpress as Iron Man Captain America, but I don't think that's what this is supposed to be at all. I don't know. I think they just mislabeled it. I feel like this is probably some sort of bad guy. I was like, at first, maybe an Ultron bot, but it looks absolutely nothing like that. Yeah, I just don't know who this is. So let me know in the comment section below. Either way, boys, here are all of the different Captain America minifigures we went over today, from actual Captain Americas that have appeared in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, all the way to comic book Captain America characters, and some of our own customs, like the Crusader Knight Captain America, Modern America, Spec Ops America, etc. This is LEGO Deadpool by Brick Tactical. In honor of the new Deadpool movie coming out, Deadpool and Wolverine, we're going to be building the world of Deadpool in LEGO. Obviously, we've got a highly detailed LEGO Deadpool minifigure right here, custom, of course. We can go ahead and put his strap on, giggity, and he has these custom blade katanas. Yeah, baby. And there he is, the Merc with a mouth.
Nice.
Also, as per usual, there will be a giveaway at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Now, let's start off by building Deadpool's room. First of all, it's a little bit sparse right now, so we'll give him a whimsical bed, as well as a nice little writing table for Deadpool. And of course, we need to have Deadpool's roommate, Blind Al, and sometimes Deadpool lets his friend Peter have sleepovers at his place.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But it wouldn't be Deadpool without a little bit of mischief. So he takes a marker and does some things to Peter while Peter is sleeping. Biter. That's why you never sleep over at Deadpool's house. And while Deadpool might be extremely childish most of the time, he also does some pretty adult things. The rated R Disney movie, of course. I'm surprised they let them get away with this. That's why we also have 420 Pool. Now, 420 Pool can, you know, do some sus things, like a little jazz cigarette and a martini to go with it. He also can have some more extreme paraphernalia. Yeah, you can buy some pretty weird stuff on Etsy. This is all glass-blown custom LEGO products that I found on Etsy. It's a bit strange.
FBI, open up!
Or you can also give him like a Zippo lighter here in order to light his jazz cigarette. Yeah, just a whole load of naughty Deadpool stuff. But Deadpool doesn't just make jokes, he also fights crime. So let's give him some pistols. Sadly, I don't have any Desert Eagles in LEGO, but we do have this Glock here. Although, doesn't look great. Well, we've also got this small P250, but it might be a little bit too low caliber for Deadpool. I think Mr. Pool would appreciate this working LEGO gun. You can go ahead and cock it back and stuff like that. It's just kind of cool. But all in all, I think we gotta bling our guy out here. We got this man a golden pistol, baby. That's right, gold-plated weapon of destruction. And you know what? We've also got him a gold-plated baby knife. I think it's a karambit from CSGO. Correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, he is decked out to fight some crime. And the real question I had to ask myself is, which villain should we have Deadpool face? And I think the obvious answer is Juggernaut. I feel like Juggernaut with the movies has quickly become the quintessential Deadpool villain. And at first I thought we could maybe build Juggernaut ourselves out of some large-scale LEGO minifigures. Of course, he needs a helmet though, so we go ahead and tear off his head and replace it with this. And we sort of have a custom LEGO Juggernaut, but I don't love it that much, so let's try something different.
What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel.
Alright, we're gonna start off with a pretty standard figure here with firefighter legs. I've got a bomber jacket here, and then we've got this very nice masked looking figure at the top. I know Juggernaut isn't exactly masked, but he does have like a very overbearing helmet, so it kind of works that way. And then of course his larger helmet here, and this is basically just like a very padded and bulky minifigure, so we can add on the arm extensions right here as well as the leg extensions here and here, and this is going to be our big boy Juggernaut, who is very capable of ripping Deadpool in half. And why don't we go ahead and give Juggernaut some goons as well? Every villain needs some goons, am I right? Alright, no gooning in this video, but we do have goons themselves.
What?
So first of all, heavily armored baddie right here. We'll go ahead and give him a heavy machine gun. We've got another sort of just dastardly looking guard here. Let's go ahead and give him an AK-47 because, you know, all bad guys always use Russian weapons in American films. Just makes sense. Russia, biggest competitor in the Cold War. Another standard goon lady here, and we'll just go ahead and give her a nice little scoped rifle. Very nice! Finally, we got this guy here with just a really cool, like, beast mouth mask. Go ahead and give him a nightstick baton and a pistol as his secondary right there. Very nice. Juggernaut will be up to no good. Deadpool is enjoying himself, maybe a little bit too rotten of a hot dog, but hey, the man will just regenerate his stomach after he pukes his guts out, when all of a sudden Peter makes an appearance and explains to Deadpool that Juggernaut needs to be stopped. Deadpool informs Peter to hold his wiener,
I'm out, man.
and it's time to get to work. But Deadpool wants his own goon squad too. So let's build that for him. First of all, we got the main gooner himself, the merc with a mouth. And you know what? Deadpool's a bit of a weirdo, and after X-Force ended up dying, he decided to go really in a goofy mood with the rest of his soldiers. He went to a nudist beach and hired two random dudes, both named Gary. You gotta make friends somehow. Then he went ahead and gave both Garys some rubber helmets. Yeah, rubber helmets. And some swords. You know what? Nah, let's not use those. Let's give them real weapons. We're giving the Garys the blickies that Deadpool didn't want. Now with the crew assembled, let's go ahead and build a little battle mock between Deadpool and Juggernaut. We've got our base plate that we're gonna use here. A whole bunch of bricks to make some cool ruins, and some fauna to make it pretty. Let's do this thing. Alright boys, fairly simple ruins here, but overgrown obviously with some forest elements. I think it looks pretty nice. So we have Juggernaut here, and of course Deadpool comes out to face him. Juggernaut is of course very capable of ripping Deadpool in half. Oh, that's his head. There we go. Now he is dead, Deadpool. But of course, eventually he is going to regenerate. And then he whips out his katanas. So let's go ahead and build this mock, as if him and his goons are fighting Juggernaut and his goons. Alright boys, our mini Deadpool mock is all done. So, the merc with a mouth over here has stabbed one of Juggernaut's mercenaries with his katana. Meanwhile, another one over here is coming at him with the billy club as well as pistol drawn, and Deadpool is starting to take care of him. Behind them, some more mercenaries are beginning to load up their ammo and fire at Deadpool, but of course he can just regenerate, so it's not really going to harm him that much. And further behind here, Juggernaut has torn off the head of one of Deadpool's friends, while the other is attacking with his blicky. And behind all of them, Peter is currently trying not to drop the hot dog that Deadpool gave him. And you know what? I just feel like absolutely Florida Man would make an appearance in a Deadpool mock, so he's back here flanking the other two mercenaries over this way.